One group saying between 60 and 90 missing persons cases are recorded in South Africa monthly. There are big questions about whether enough is being done to proactively prevent such incidents. We're joined now by Missing Children in South Africa's Bianca van Aswegan. Bianca, good evening to you. Thank you for your time. Look, the statistics that you generally deal with, of course, involve missing children. Let's talk more broadly. Missing women. How big a factor is that?
Good evening. Firstly, we just like to extend our sincere condolences to the family of Hillary that has been found deceased today. Unfortunately, that just once again falls part under our women and children that go missing and the gender-based violence in our country. The stat that you mentioned, the 60 to 90 cases, those are actually what we deal with as an organization monthly. That includes children as well as adults. But unfortunately, there are no official stats from SAPS to say how many children or women are reported missing yearly in South Africa. But we do see an increase yearly of children and women going missing, and the gender-based violence factor regarding our women and children are of a shocking nature.
Would you say, Bianca, that what we saw in this instance, right, this modus operandi of taking a mother, taking her child as well, and then abandoning the child completely? This child was found stranded, without her mother. Is that something that you would say you see often?
No, we don't actually. But it's great that the little girl was found and she's safe back home. But yes, we don't see that quite often, and we cannot speculate on what the circumstances are around this at the moment because it's an ongoing investigation. But I mean, we still need to keep our children and our women safe in our country.
I was saying earlier that it's so devastating, yet a harsh reminder of the kind of country we live in, that, what is a trip to the grocery store can end in the kind of tragedy that we're talking about tonight.
Yes, unfortunately, that's very true. I mean, these days, anything can happen to anyone. It's really difficult to say. We've got so many cases that we deal with as so many different reasons why people go missing in South Africa. And that's why we urge the communities to educate themselves on child safety, to keep our children safe. We need to look after our elderly that goes, to the shopping centers too. They just wander off, those with mental disabilities. So there's so many factors that are involved with a missing person.
Hillary was missing for 72 hours, Bianca. Let's talk about the times that you as missing children would ordinarily look at in as far as the timelines of people going missing, and when the danger becomes even more, I assume as time passes.
Yes, so firstly, that's why we always urge the public to, if they suspect their child or a family member is missing, to report it to the police immediately, as there is no waiting period to report a person as missing. People still believe there's a 24-hour waiting period. That does not exist. So the first 24 hours to 48 hours is the crucial time in finding a missing child or person. After that, we start really worrying about what is going on here now. It's not just a runaway child that's come back home. Danger starts kicking in, our instincts start kicking in, it's something else that might have happened to that person. So after that, especially also when it comes to our human trafficking cases, that within that period of time after the 48 hours has lapsed, a child or a person can be anywhere in the world by then. So it's very important to have the case opened immediately so action can be taken.